right, fake news. CNN still refusing to retract their botched Trump Tower story. Earlier today, the president tweeted, fake news CNN is, well, I added the fake, is being torn apart from within based on their being caught in a major lie, refusing to admit the mistake. Sloppy, Carl Bernstein, a man who lives in the past, and things like a degenerate fool making up story after story is being laughed at all over the country. Fake news. It is at the end. Joining us now with reaction is counsel to the president, Kellyanne Conway. You know, I watched you on the network. I didn't actually watch. I read the transcript, and I watched Mediaite puts up these clips of you and Chris Cuomo. I get along with Chris and Don Lemon. I don't have any issues with anybody in the business except for fake liberal Joe. So I'm watching this, and I'm thinking, oh, I got a headache watching it. And I'm thinking, I admire you for doing it, but I'm thinking, why?
Well, I did get two questions in about this very topic that's burning a whole week later. Twice, if not three times, I confronted him with the fact that CNN, including on his show, had let this lie fly for over a month now. And that this report, this bombshell report that they had talked about, had been quickly unraveling and discredited, and would they in fact admit that? And in his attempt to get me to call the President of the United States the L word, which I would not do, he was trying to do that again and again and again and again. They've been caught
again and again. That was the whole interview.
I just have to say,
one question
the rush to judgment about this, but I got in the question about this particular issue, which now this particular story, which has been discredited, that Lanny Davis has admitted he made a mistake and he didn't have the information. But remember, what Lanny Davis said his client would tell Mueller is central to the entire claim of collusion, which the president says is phony. And it's so central to the claim of collusion that without that, then all that bombshell report is just a bomb. But, Sean, this goes directly to the problem we have, which is trust immediately, tweet incessantly, verify never, so long as it's negative, negative, negative. Why won't CNN just say, look, it was based on faulty reporting, we retract it, we apologize? Why can't they just do it? They had to do it. They had to fire three reporters at CNN because they lied about Anthony Scaramucci, a meeting with Russians 4 days before the inauguration lie. That same host and the other host from Sunday, their Sunday show, had lied about Ted Cruz, the senator, being afraid to talk to CNN. Why are they only giving the interview to the mothership, Fox News? They asked, very jealous of Fox News always. And yet Senator Cruz had just given a CNN reporter a 15-minute on-camera interview that CNN had not just aired. So people make mistakes, but those who are constantly assailing everybody else are loath to admit it. I appreciate you running the president's tweets about this, because when the president talks about fake news, he's really talking about two big things, which is inaccurate, unfair, imbalanced reporting, and also sins of omission, not just commission from these other networks. Why are you excluding all the important information from America? Why aren't you crowing about the economy? Why aren't you telling them about the growth rate, about the job creation, about the $91 million in historic funding the president gave today to drug-free communities?
And you know the answer.
Well, you know why
they love Clinton, they loved Obama, and they hate Bush and Trump. They're a biased news, so-called news network, but they won't admit that they're biased.
But I have a totally different view on all of this. By the way, I'm not sure it matters anymore, Sean, because the president himself uses his considerable social media platform. Our director of social media today at the White House, Dan Scavino, said in answer to the president's question in an open press forum that the president has about 160 million. That's basically one out of every two adults in this country. More than that, on one of his social media platforms.
He doesn't need him.
He connects directly. He doesn't need it. I don't think it matters anymore, because people know when they open up their 401k statement, when they see that they've got extra spending money, when they see less regulation and more consumer confidence, they know what they see. And this president is connecting directly with them. But you also, why won't they investigate the other side of this? Why isn't Peter Orr leading the story on every single network tonight? Because America has a right to know, in the interest of transparency and accountability, that Christopher Steele was nervous he would be up a creek without his oar if Bruce Orr was the next to go. People have a right to know what was making this FBI, DOJ, taxpayer-funded, paid person so nervous about losing access. And the last thing I want to say is, They were exchanging these messages not just in 2016 before Donald Trump was democratically elected with 306 electoral votes.
All right, Kellyanne.
They were doing it in 2017. 2017. It's a problem. We should investigate it.
Good to see you. You're always welcome here.
Thank you.
All right.